Hello, Nomad Nation. Welcome to Tandem Nomads, the podcast show and entrepreneurship platform where you can find great inspiration and tips to grow a successful, portable business and thrive in your global nomadic life. This is your host, Amel Deregi, and today's episode is all about time, and especially for all those moms out there who are listening and struggle to juggle family and business life and making your goals come to reality. To talk about this topic, I'm really excited to have Rhoda Bangerter. Rhoda, so grateful and excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Could you please introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Amel. My name is Rhoda Bangerter. I'm a coach for solo parenting moms in long distance marriages. I'm multicultural. My dad was Welsh. My mom is Syrian Armenian. They left both their countries when they're in their 20s. And then I grew up in France and moved around a bit and then married a Swiss. And he works in humanitarian aid, and now he's part of the Foreign Service in Switzerland. Yeah, and so he's been traveling for most of our 15-year marriage. Yeah, well, I've been home with the boys, and yeah, that's why I've been solo parenting for most of that time, and then um, working on strategies and researching strategies for overcoming some of the challenges that come with that. Yeah,
And
and
that gave
working
birth to your book, Holding the Fort Abroad.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, while solo parenting and dealing with all the challenges that already when we're not already have, but on top of it, the added challenges of solo parenting and maintaining a relationship at distance, you still manage to find the time to develop your coaching business, to get certified, to write a whole book and launch it. So, the question is, how can you manage to do such thing when it's so busy, and how do you find the time when actually on paper there's no time?
Yeah, that's the challenge. But there are ways of doing it. And I've researched, I've interviewed people, I've lived it myself, and there are strategies that I talk about in the podcast. Um, but I think what came out in practically all the interviews I did for the book was how important it is to, even if you feel you don't have the time, but to work on something, even if it's 5 minutes a day that brings you closer to your dream. Yeah. And the other key is to find your passion, something that you really love doing. And one of the acronyms I have is SEEDS, and just planting seeds towards that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we talk about your special acronym, the SEED strategy, inside this episode. So, Nomad Nation, check it out. Go to tandemnomads.com/222 to listen to the full episode with Rhoda's journey and great, honestly, amazing tips where suddenly you realize that even when you don't have the time, you actually can make the time. I love those tips. So, thank you so much, Rhoda, for sharing your inspiring journey with us.
Thank you so much, Amel. It's been a pleasure.
My true pleasure. Nomad Nation, we look forward to meeting you inside that episode. You can find the link above or below this video, or go straight to tandemnomads.com/222. Stay tuned to turn your challenges into great opportunities.